Business districts and office buildings in several U.S. cities are boarding up their doors and windows for fear of Election Day unrest and in the days that follow. The sound of sawing, drilling, and nailing filled several blocks around the White House and in New York City, including its iconic Macy's flagship department store.
We got over there, we're doing too. We got here, we're doing. We got down here, we're doing. Just in case for the election.
Police said Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills will be closed down completely on Tuesday, following a large pro-Trump demonstration in the shopping district over the weekend. Federal authorities planned to extend the perimeter fencing around the White House by several blocks, encompassing the same area fenced out during this summer's protests against racism and police brutality. On Monday, 8 state attorneys general representing Illinois, Minnesota, Nevada, New Mexico, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan warned they would not tolerate voter intimidation. But last week, a Michigan judge sided with gun rights advocates in allowing open carry at Election Day polling sites, blocking enforcement of an order by state authorities banning such displays of firearms. The foiled plot by a group including right-wing militia members to kidnap the state's Democratic governor still fresh in voters' minds. In Texas, the FBI was investigating an incident involving a pro-Trump convoy of vehicles that surrounded a tour bus carrying Biden campaign staff. Democrats accused the president of encouraging supporters to engage in acts of intimidation. Meanwhile, law enforcement is preparing for a range of potential threats, from spontaneous acts of violence to more organized, planned attacks, and police departments in major cities across the country say they are planning to put more officers on the streets or on standby around the election in case trouble erupts.
Businesses here and across the country are bracing for possible election unrest. Owners are doing what they can now to protect things. KCAL 9's Joy Benedict live in downtown LA to show us the preparations. Joy.
That's right, Juan. I mean, a lot of folks who live down here say it's actually really sad to see so many of their businesses boarded up. But this scene here behind us with crews trying to board up this building on the corner of Olive and Olympic are pretty standard across the area, as, of course, business owners are bracing for the worst. It was a sound heard all day in downtown L.A. as crews have been boarding up storefronts in the area for days.
Because we're scared. We don't want to get looted.
Sean Zindadel owns Zin Global in the jewelry district.
Italian gold.
They just opened in August, but have already been robbed, and they've heard the stories of looting from back in the spring.
One of my cousins actually got looted for $2 million worth of merchandise. Yeah, right when the riots happened.
The jewelry district was hit especially hard back in May and June when the metal gates couldn't hold back the looters. That's why most storefronts are now covered with wood, hoping to keep the merchandise safe.
Going and vandalizing property, that's unfair. It's hard earned. Yeah, we're all working class men.
And of course, the cost for the service isn't cheap either.
It costed a little over $3,000, but also with having people come in every day, board it and unboard it, it's costly.
But the need has workers on overtime trying to secure up all the glass storefronts.
We've boarded up quite a few. We boarded up, this whole building right now. We've been out here for 3-4 days, I would say.
Businesses and communities all over the area are following suit. Even here in Pasadena, where the sight of boarded up stores has shoppers singing the blues.
Because of the politics. Everybody's scared. I've never seen in the U.S. like this. This is the first time I've seen that this thing happening.
For business owners, they say it was a tough choice. They want to stay open, but fear they'll have to close up and leave their boarded up livelihoods behind.
I'm praying, man. All we can do is pray and just take precautions.
And back out here live, as I mentioned, yet another business that is boarding up. This is actually an apartment building, as we are in an area that has a lot of high-end apartment buildings, and most of them are boarding up their storefronts on the lower level and their entrances. Again, everybody just saying how sad it is. And for the businesses that haven't boarded up yet, I'm told by business districts they are expecting more people to board up their stores tomorrow, hoping to get one more day of customers in what is expected to be a tough Tuesday night. Guys.
All right. Thank you so much, Joy.